In our hyper-fixated modern fitness culture, we spend millions of dollars chasing the ultimate recovery. We freeze ourselves in high-tech cryotherapy chambers, strap on robotic compression boots, and obsess over smart rings tracking our deep sleep metrics. But while we think we invented the science of rest, the truth is that ancient civilizations cracked the code of athletic rejuvenation thousands of years ago. From the grueling arenas of Rome to the mystical temples of China, empires realized that a warrior was only as good as their recovery routine. They engineered highly sophisticated, deeply ritualistic healing systems using ice, fire, specialized massage, and botanical elixirs to rebuild broken bodies. Today, we are putting four of the greatest empires in human history, Rome, Egypt, China, and Japan, head-to-head to unpack the ultimate ancient recovery guide, revealing the primitive hacks that can supercharge your physical performance today. The Roman Themis Biohacking Complex. To understand Roman recovery, you have to completely erase the idea of a simple, modern locker room shower. The Romans built massive, state-funded architectural marvels called thermae, which were essentially the world's first advanced contrast therapy biohacking complexes. Elite gladiators and battle-worn legionaries would enter this sprawling facility to put their vascular systems through a brutal, systematic gauntlet. They started in the tepidarium to warm up their muscles, transitioned to the intensely hot, steamy caldarium to trigger massive sweating and vasodilation, and then suddenly plunged into the ice-cold waters of the frigidarium. This aggressive temperature shifting forced their blood vessels to rapidly constrict and dilate, flushing out metabolic waste and dramatically accelerating muscle repair. It was a flawless, highly engineered circuit of vascular weightlifting that kept Rome's fighting machines completely injury-free. The Strigil and Gladiator's sweat elixirs. After surviving the contrasting thermal waters of the baths, Roman athletes didn't just reach for a soft towel and a bar of soap. Instead, their recovery moved into a raw, intensely physical phase involving a curved metal tool known as a strigil. Trainers would coat the athlete's skin in heavy, high-quality olive oil, and then use the blunt metal blade to aggressively scrape the oil off the body. This primitive form of instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization broke down stubborn scar tissue, smoothed out fascia, and triggered localized blood flow to damaged muscles. Bizarrely, the scraped-off mixture of oil, sweat, and dead skin from famous gladiators was meticulously collected, bottled, and sold as a high-end luxury wellness elixir, prized by wealthy Romans who believed it contained the literal essence of physical vitality. Egyptian blue lotus and sacred oils. Moving across the Mediterranean to the sun-drenched banks of the Nile, ancient Egyptian recovery was a highly spiritual, deeply aromatic science centered around botanical alchemy. Egyptian workers and warriors endured crushing physical labor under a blistering sun, causing severe systemic inflammation and muscular fatigue. To heal their bodies, temple physicians formulated complex topical rubs using frankincense, myrrh, and the legendary sacred blue lotus flower. The Nile River Contrast Plunge. While the Egyptians deeply respected the healing power of fire and heat, they also utilized the dramatic thermal dynamics of their environment for acute physical recovery. After a brutal day of military drilling or heavy stone hauling, warriors would submerge themselves in the cooler, flowing currents of the Nile River or specialized stone temple pools. This primitive cold immersion served a highly practical, physiological purpose. The cold water immediately lowered their core body temperature, blunted the acute inflammatory response of damaged muscle fibers, and provided natural hydrostatic pressure to reduce swelling in overworked joints. By balancing the intense heat of the African sun with the cool, refreshing depths of the river, Egyptian athletes maintained an optimal physical equilibrium, proving that simple cold water therapy is one of humanity's oldest performance hacks. Chinese Tui Na and meridian scraping. Stepping into the mist-shrouded empires of ancient China, recovery was viewed through the complex lens of traditional Chinese medicine, focusing heavily on the flow of qi, or vital life energy. To repair the bodies of imperial soldiers and martial artists, masters developed Tui Na, a highly aggressive medical massage system that translates to push and grasp. Unlike a relaxing spa massage, Tui Na involved deep, structural bodywork designed to realign muscles, tendons, and joints. This was paired with gua sha, an intense recovery technique where smooth jade stones or water buffalo horns were scraped firmly across the skin until distinct red marks appeared. This friction brought stagnant blood directly to the surface, breaking up myofascial adhesions and dramatically boosting the body's natural localized immune response to accelerate healing. Japanese onsen and volcanic mineral rest. Farther east, across the sea to the volcanic islands of ancient Japan, the legendary samurai warriors developed an intensely spiritual and highly effective recovery subculture centered around onsens, natural, geothermally heated hot springs. After exhausting days of sword mastery and heavy armor conditioning, these elite fighters traveled deep into the mountains to submerge themselves in these bubbling waters. Because these springs are heated by active volcanic activity, the water is naturally hypersaturated with potent minerals like sulfur, magnesium, and calcium. As the samurai soaked, their skin absorbed these essential minerals, which naturally relaxed tightly wound muscle spindles, reduced chronic joint pain, and dramatically lowered cortisol levels. The onsen was treated as a sacred sanctuary of absolute silence, allowing the mind and body to recover simultaneously. Zen breathwork and mind-muscle reset. For a samurai warrior, physical recovery was completely incomplete without a thorough, systematic reset of the psychological terrain. They realized that a body trapped in a hyper-alert, fight-or-flight nervous state simply cannot repair its tissues efficiently. To solve this, Japanese martial elites practiced disciplined Zen meditation and deep, rhythmic abdominal breathwork known as Kokyū-ho. By intentionally elongating their exhalations and focusing their minds on a single point of awareness, they actively stimulated the vagus nerve, forcing their autonomic nervous system to shift from sympathetic dominance into a deep, parasympathetic recovery state. This mental calibration lowered their resting heart rate, optimized oxygen delivery to fatigued tissues, and ensured they woke up the next morning with absolute cognitive clarity and peak physical readiness. The ultimate ancient recovery showdown. When we put these four legendary empires side by side in an ultimate recovery showdown, the striking similarities are absolutely mind-blowing. Rome dominated the realm of high-volume, contrast therapy logistics and soft tissue scraping. Egypt mastered the art of chemical, botanical muscle relaxation and anti-inflammatory oils. China pioneered the manipulation of deep fascial layers through fire cupping and targeted scraping, while Japan perfected the ultimate synergy of mineral-rich thermal hydrotherapy and autonomic nervous system regulation. None of these cultures possessed modern microscopes, heart rate monitors, or blood tests, yet every single one of them independently discovered the exact physical mechanisms required to optimize blood flow, down-regulate stress hormones, and rebuild the human body after absolute physical annihilation. Integrating the ancient recovery blueprint. The profound takeaway from this global, historical guide is that your body does not need expensive, over-engineered modern gadgets to achieve elite physical restoration. The ancients proved that the ultimate recovery tools are entirely elemental: hot water, ice, targeted deep tissue compression, botanical inflammation management, and disciplined breath control. Modern fitness trends often make us passive consumers of health, relying on apps to tell us how we feel. By actively integrating these ancient blueprints into your modern routine, by hitting a sauna and cold plunge circuit, utilizing fascial scraping tools, or practicing deep parasympathetic breathwork, you can stop overcomplicating your rest days and finally unlock the raw, primitive, time-tested healing power that built the most resilient warriors in human history. The Ultimate Ancient Recovery Guide reveals that building a legendary, unbreakable physique is only half the battle. You must possess the wisdom to heal it. The greatest empires to ever walk the earth didn't view rest as a sign of weakness, but as the mandatory, foundational fuel for future victories, and it's time for us to finally respect that exact same blueprint. If this action-packed, cross-cultural comparison of ancient physical restoration kept you completely locked until the very end, make sure to slam that subscribe button, smash the like icon, and drop a comment below sharing which empire's recovery routine you are stealing for your next rest day. Thanks for watching, and stay resilient.